everybody.
.com.
I forgot we had a bumper.
Now we live. Live.
Hey, do it again. I won't talk over it.
Okay, try that again. Scrubhop.com.
But we don't have the money to pour 1980 by 1220 or whatever the fuck. We only get the square.
Fiverr had a hell of a sale going.
We're broke. Maybe I should send. I should send the MP4 to the production team and see if they can make that happen for me.
You probably fill out at least the square. Fill out the rectangle.
That's a shout out to an old joke. That's an old joke right there.
As an old joke. That's from last year.
That's like last season type shit. But anyway, like I was saying, welcome back. We're here for another live episode of Scrub Hop Talk where you can interact with us. Hit us up on YouTube, twitch.tv/ScrubHop. I say now, motherfuckers. So we're here again. We're super excited. I know, you know. And welcome everybody.
JDirty coming to you live from a dark basement. Call him Mr. Dark.
His background is bright.
Why do you got to?
That's why he looks so dark.
Dark basement. Yeah.
Maybe
I moved and I've been in the sun a lot, and I'm legit darker. I'm like 1 percentage point darker than I used to be.
Look at you though. New location, looking good. How'd the move go?
Fucking horribly.
I got superpowers, bitch.
Actually, that's more accurate. I hired dudes to do my move, and it was the greatest shit ever.
That's what you do. That's the move.
Like the first hour, I was like, I'll just move this over here, and by the end, I'm like, not by the end, by like hour number 2, I'm drinking my coffee. Yeah, put that over there. Yeah, that needs to be wrapped better. It was dope as fuck, but it was cool. You know, it was just weird, but a lot of heavy boxes up and down stairs.
That's some grown man shit, though. You know what I'm saying? You're like, I'm not moving these good boxes my goddamn self. Fuck you. I'm gonna hire these young boys.
Our homie Red and White 4-5 was a huge amount of help.
Say what?
Hey.
His Juggalo caddy fucking transport trailer, and y'all, he was gonna bring a trailer. I thought he was bringing me a 6x3, little fucking rickety wall shack, piece of shit. Holy fuck, y'all! He shows up with a tour bus looking thing. He's like, oh yeah, he moved like every box and every tote, like a 3-car garage full of shit in 2 loads.
Man,
wow!
I'm just like,
big ups 4-5.
Yeah, big ups.
Well,
that's why I brought
he's been
it up.
a part of like every move for the both of you that I can remember of like the past decade. Like I feel like he's been there for like every single move. So big shout out.
Definitely,
he's like our favorite herpy. He's always around. Goes away for a while and then just comes back and it's all red and white.
Now, speaking of 4-5, he subscribed to our Twitch the other day, and he was in the chat, chatting it up.
Shouts out! That's so dope.
Oh, that's awesome. Yeah, no, but so big ups to that. The move went great.
Since we're talking about 4-5, I got to share my most vivid 4-5 memory because it cracks me up. It was a A&B show at some fucking shithole bar on like the north end of town, not Pinky's, but somewhere else, and like Preach was working the door, just sitting outside, and it's like just a stool thing. And 4-5 was hammered, and just like
was Otis on the bill. It was a Prey show. I think I remember this exact name. Sidekicks. No, not sidekicks. Fuck. Come on, Trox. I know where he's talking about.
I know. I think it was sidekicks. Continue.
I mean, I cannot confirm or deny because I don't remember.
Like a metal bar, except for the night we played hip hop there. Right?
I have no idea.
All right, sorry, I'll shut up.
my only memory is from outside, and Preach is sitting on basically a bar stool, and 4-5 comes up and sits like across him and puts his arm around him and gave him a big old kiss on the cheek. Just like shit face sitting on his lap like he was Santa Claus.
Holy shit.
And Preach just like
preached.
Whatever, dude, you're wasted. You're not really causing trouble, Yeah. It was good. It was a good moment.
I thought you were going to say Preach punched him in the face. That would have been like, yeah. That sounds like what I meant by
Preach preached, maybe? Or no, because 4-5's the homie. Will treats the homies good. I mean, Preach treats the homies well.
Yeah.
But no, that night, the reason I remember that specifically is I like that show because he was sitting on that bench right outside the door. I can vividly picture the place. It wasn't called Sidekicks. It was something else. I'll think of it as we keep moving. Shepherds or
nope.
Fucking no. Yeah, it's something like that though. Shut the fuck
Wooden
up.
Sheppers.
You weren't
Samsonite.
there. I was way off. But yeah, that's the night that I went to walk in and preach fucking goose my nipple and I said squozed it so
He
hard.
squozed it.
I turned around, bro, and I was like, and I fucking punched him, and I'm like, fuck, I'm gonna die. Like this guy, I punched who hurt me, and I'm like, fuck me. Like I just hit the guy who's known for beating up like tanks. This is gonna go well. I still have to rap. And he looked at me and was like, basically like, well, respect, man. He's like, now I know.
I deserve that.
I'll punch you in the face. And we've been chill ever since. And I was like, well, that went better than it should have.
That's a good man right
that's
there.
my story of that night and preach.
It was
Remember
definitely
the
Axe crew, y'all.
the bird chest slap game was running hot through the crew on our way to one of the gatherings, and when we got to Ohio, we got off of the RV and preach bird chest slap Polly, and there was no more bird chest slapping for the rest of the fucking trip because he fucking fucked him up, man.
Like
shout out to Paulie.
Pray, and then Pray went off.
Yeah,
on
it was
him,
just like
it
was just like no, yeah, it was too much. Yeah. It's like, yeah, Preach can't play nice, so nobody can play.
Oh, and Preach is like two Pauls put into one.
Right. And I don't fear a lot. Like if I have to get in a fight, that's whatever. But like when I realized who I punched, I'm like, God, fuck me. Like I'm not gonna win this. This is gonna go horrible. Like this guy just like breaks people, and I was just so fucking grateful it didn't go horrible.
Yeah.
We could talk about old crew members all day. I got stories for
Shouts
days
out always being cool with the dangerous people. You know what I mean? You gotta always be cool with the potentially dangerous.
Oh, if you're ever at a show and you see somebody fly over the mosh pit, you can look in the direction of where the body came from, and I guarantee you Preach is there with his arm around his girl, like back up. Like he threw that guy every time.
He threw that.
11 out of 10 times he threw that guy. I've seen it so many times.
And you're gonna go up to him with the nicest voice possible, like, "Hey, Preach, how's it going?"
Oh my god! Like you just see him, you're like, "Do I call you Christopher?" Like, what do we say here? I don't know. Like, just please don't hurt me. I support the move. RVs are awesome.
Love RVs, bud. Love them.
Hell yeah.
That's
dope,
we forgot our banner. Take a look at banner, boys.
Give us a banner, boys.
Shit.
Oh wow.
Number 5.
Gotta get that banner going. No, so I did a little Googling there for a second, and it was definitely Sidekick Saloon. I remember the show that Chicken's talking about.
No, it wasn't. Then that's not where I got my nipple pinched. Then
it was on Federal Heights, and it was the Save Yourself show. Remember?
I thought wasn't Sidekick Saloon in like Commerce City?
No, you're thinking of
Rosa Grange was in Commerce City.
We've talked about that on this show.
I know, but what was that place called then? Sharpers or Sharper Image? Or where did we play?
Sharp's Roadhouse.
Oh, okay. So yeah, Sidekick Saloon. Then that's where that was. You're right. I was picturing that name as that fucking other place. Anyway,
Roadhouse place. We talked about that on the show. Whoo!
That show. I think was the last time we did anything with. No, that's where we did Scrub Oktoberfest, and that was the last time we worked with Voodoo Productions because it was so mad we didn't bring release party numbers. And he fucking stormed out when Otis walked in. He's like, "Nobody's paying. It sucks, and I'm leaving."
Yeah,
like he's rapping, dog. He didn't pay. Fuck off. Same venue, different night. I'm back. I'm with it. I remember things. It takes me a minute.
I know.
Speaking of Hey Now,
like we've done.
Did you guys know Howard Stern's been off of the air this entire summer, and I think next week he's coming back.
I thought you were about to say he came back, and I was like, "Wait, fucking bullshit, man!"
There's no way that he's going to come back on the week of Labor Day because what is he going to do? Come back and do 6 hours? He'll probably come back the following Monday.
I bet you 100% he comes back and he does 6 hours next week. How much you want to bet right now?
He could very easily do one show and then go off for 4 days. He's done
2 shows. Give us a Tuesday, give us a Wednesday, and then he's back off for a full week next week.
Yeah,
all about that Rolling Stones fuck. That's going to be the whole show.
If he quits radio ever, I'm done with Sirius because I have not listened to Sirius fucking 10 minutes since he went on break.
Preach.
I haven't renewed my free trial since summer.
No, so that's what I was going to say. So just the other day, I was driving
How
in
many
my car.
burn
And I was
emails
like,
you got?
So many.
Hundreds.
We've gone over that too, and he's got a lot.
Yeah,
whole lot.
No, so I was just thinking about it the other day because I was driving around in my car and I was like, motherfucker, I've been paying like $12 a month or whatever I pay for Sirius every month, and I haven't turned it on once since Howard went on vacation. Right. I'm like, I wish I would have canceled this and asked. I know, I'm a fucking idiot. I didn't even think about it until the other day when I was scrolling. Like, I don't normally drive in that car, and I was flipping over and saw Sirius, and I was like, oh,
you have 2 cars?
I might be a superstar.
You might be a superstar. Dre beat.
Wow.
Wow.
Dre beat. Wow. Little knowledge for you. Something I've known forever.
Oh man. No, I'm hoping he comes back next week, but you're right. It could be the following week after that. But I'm ready for it. I'm ready for some Howard back in my life. I've listened to so much music this summer because of Howard being gone. Because I'll just finish my podcast like by Wednesday or Thursday, and I'm like, all right. I guess I'm switching to music for the rest of the weekend. And yeah, I've done so many discography runs, listened to all of Gangstar, listened to all of Notorious B.I.G., all kinds of shit. You know what I'm saying?
I've watched at least 50 reaction videos to Eminem songs. So, I mean, we're basically doing the same thing. I don't know what the big deal is. Songs I've heard 1,000 times, and I need some dude in another state to tell me what the words mean.
You're like, this verse from Juice WRLD.
Exactly.
You're watching Eminem reaction videos? That's how you're killing time now?
Dude, not even killing time. I'm looking for time to watch another one. Like, and get this. These fuckers are beefing. Like, I started watching this one guy named Crypt, and like, I'm watching him, getting into him, and then he's like,
Crypt is also a rapper. Yeah, I'm familiar with Crypt.
Trust me, that has a lot to do with the controversy because his page is called Rapper Reacts, and this other rapper reacts to videos, and the two fans are like yelling at each other, like, "You're not a real rapper. Crypt is a rapper." And they, in their reviews, they diss the other one. Then I found this black dude who disses both of them but doesn't curse. It's fucking hilarious, man. I'm in this world. I'm thinking about this being my new review studio. I want to start reviewing the reviewers. I think
we should call this "Rappers React" to "Rappers Reacting."
I'm telling you, y'all, like
that could be the script on 5 aspects.
Gangstar is dope.
0.5. Yeah, it's going to be the most meta shit that ever existed. I'm reacting to reacting videos.
I mean,
I'm so about that.
The only reason I haven't even like pushed forth is because I'm sure someone's already done it. But
Chicken,
do it.
When we're talking, it doesn't work when you do that. When you do that when we're talking, we don't know what it says. We don't even know what it says when you do that while we're talking.
Put it in your can. That was you, right?
Put it in my can?
What you can?
Do all the acid you can. Oh, that's from a Prof song, isn't it?
Yeah.
It sounded like me for a second.
It does sound like you.
Oh, that was
but
it's saying a Prof lyric?
Yeah,
it's like some talking song. At the end of
That's the end of
Cousins.
No. Oh, Cousins. Okay.
I've heard it so many times. I'm surprised I didn't recognize it.
So
I never heard. Well, yeah. What were you saying?
What's up, Trox?
You never heard what?
I never heard. I don't remember hearing that quote until this weekend. It was loud and clear this weekend.
I bet it was.
Need some more acid this weekend?
You save that for 15 minutes from now. No, what I was going to say was like you guys, I tried to find something new to fill some of my time, and I became a Patreon subscriber to this podcast called Secret Suck, and it's like it's a comedy.
Suck, as in like it sucks to keep secrets, or you're getting sucked off undercover.
Secret suck.
A secret suck?
Both. Yeah, definitely.
Okay, I just want to make sure I understand.
No, so basically the main show that I think I've told you about before is called Time Suck. And he made a separate show that's on Patreon called The Secret Suck that's, just for the fans that are subscribing on Patreon. And it's fucking funny, and they go into what he calls wackadoodles every week, which is basically just like people who believe in conspiracies and like people that, con other people into, giving them all their money and Kenneth Copeland.
So wackadoos means scam artists.
Basically, yeah. And people that are just like, flat earthers and all the, real well thought out individuals.
Fun folks.
So I started
Magnet healers.
He's saying
Yeah,
fish.
magnet healers like
Fans-
Botso yesterday
of
was
this
about
show.
Botso the Gazer. You know what I mean? So like the guy that just sits there and stares at people. The one that Robin went and visited.
Deep
Yeah.
cut.
Yeah,
Clairvoyant.
clairvoyant. Yep. So I started listening to this when Howard went out. I'm now on episode 130, and they're all over 2 hours long.
Jesus
So
Christ.
while you've been watching reaction videos, I've listened to about 250 hours of a podcast.
Jesus Christ.
And then you in the fantasy group chat bitching about how do you guys find any time to do anything? 250 hours.
I'm not in that group
Okay,
yet, but he has a
okay,
very good
that's a
point.
ridiculous comparison, Chicken, because
Yeah,
what was being asked of the group was for
the ask
somebody
was
if they
ridiculous.
lost. The ask is absurd. Absolutely absurd.
So people that might be watching have no fucking clue what you're talking about.
Jay
what was
Dirty.
the ask?
Somebody
Go
somebody
ahead.
proposed as a punishment for dead last in our fantasy group a 24-hour Waffle House challenge, which is exactly what it sounds like. Apparently, you sit in a Waffle House for 24 hours and you take 1 hour off for every pancake that you eat. And it didn't make any sense. It's not fantasy related. It's not shameful at all. It's just irritating.
Fantasy related.
What's
what am I?
about that is
Somebody
I
I'm related to.
personally-
I
I
was going to
that
say
out there.
personally-
Chicken's brother.
Yeah.
Okay, but like,
Isn't
let's
your
break
brother
down the
mad
numbers there.
skinny? I was thinking it'd be a fat guy.
You could eat 22 pancakes in 2 hours, and that wouldn't be that big of a deal. You know what I mean? That's
That's
11 pancakes an hour.
What?
That's about one pancake every 5 minutes.
You could do it. You'd be fucking feeling like shit for 2 days. Yeah, I agree.
Yeah,
could
but
do it,
you
like,
but you'd be able to one pancake every 5 minutes. You could work.
thought
You
of-
could work your way through that with a lot of
I
water.
thought punishment is supposed to be like embarrassing or something.
Yeah,
Like,
for
Yes.
real.
Yeah.
go
So
eat
that's why we
breakfast
didn't go
all
with that
day.
one.
Okay.
Sit in
so-
a Waffle
I love
House for
breakfast.
24 hours. Go fuck yourself.
It's ridiculous. And the
You're
reason
a dog.
why,
Okay, then it's weird. It's kind of like something like
yeah.
go eat breakfast. What the fuck's going on with this kid, Thomas?
No, so
you're fired.
my comment was that do any of you guys really have that kind of time to do that shit? I don't have time to do anything.
Oh, you don't
Yeah.
have time to sit in a Waffle House for 24 hours?
For a whole day.
For having an
3 work
AirPod,
days?
having a headphone in one ear while I work for 8 hours a day because I don't really need to interact with people and I'm just sitting there looking at things online, like I can get through a lot of podcasts during that time. Do I feel?
Sure.
No, that makes total sense.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wild.
Take
But
a banner
Wild
off.
request.
They know where
I don't even have who? We know where we are.
and we know our names too, but it just looks better that way.
I like
no,
the
yeah,
banner.
that's dumb as fuck. I think I don't know, but I'm not in your team. What were like the previous punishments?
We've never had
Zero.
one. We,
Yeah.
So we
We haven't
waited
had
6
one
seasons,
because
and then this is
because
like
to
the
make a
grand finale?
punishment, no, we're like 10. Maybe
10
might be our
seasons.
Why do
11th
you need
season.
a punishment now? Oh, okay. 'cause
Like it
that's
would
what
be
I was
funny,
thinking.
but
Like,
the
it
thing
seems-
is, you know, to have a punishment
That's hilarious.
and for it to work, you have to have 100% agreement, and there's 10 people in this fucking league, and getting everybody to agree, yes, I'll do that, and everybody being able to trust everybody else that they'll actually hold up that end of the bargain.
So is
Because
that,
like,
And at
why
least-
there-
you know,
Yeah.
Yeah.
is that why there hasn't been a punishment? Because it's just like we know all y'all. You know, if they
Well, I
win,
don't
they
wanna
want the
organize
money,
it.
but if they lose, they're not gonna like fucking do something embarrassing. What'd you say?
yeah, so
Yeah.
he said he
I
doesn't
said
want
I
to
don't want
organize
to
it.
organize it.
So my
Oh, okay.
suggestion was, why don't we say that the person who's in dead last has to pay the league fees next year for the person that gets in first? And that
Oh.
while it's a good punishment, it's financial, so you take a little hit for
We
it.
got a little
But
stake in
Chicken's
the
not-
game.
Yeah, Chicken's comment was, I don't want to be fucking chasing after somebody for $25. Like that
Yeah.
sounds like a nightmare.
Yeah,
Fuck,
yeah. Hey,
but
you lost.
hey.
Give me more money. Like,
So
Give
let's
me
do
extra
that.
money
and
since you
I'll
suck.
be your enforcer.
But you
I'll
shouldn't
be your
have to chase.
bookkeeper.
If these dudes are
You're-
legit, they
you're gonna
should
be the
just know-
treasurer.
You shouldn't
Yeah.
have to chase, but you do end up having to chase some of these folks every year. Ain't that right, Chicken?
And I'll just shoot him
Yeah,
a
well,
Venmo request
one of the
for $25.
That
One of the main
sucks,
masks
man.
I gotta
Get out of the
chase.
league, man.
I gotta chase his. Well, he quit the league 7 days before the draft. So thanks, Carlos. Fucking dick.
Oh,
You
You
still
went
are
government
going-
on him.
you still
Government.
letting
fuck you,
Carlos-
Carlos.
I mean, Los. My bad.
Oh, sorry.
That was the same Carlos from that whole scandal last year, right? With the
That
pop-
whole
yeah.
scandal.
What happened
With-
last year?
Pop Rock?
and the puppies. Where live? Okay, because it's live. Never mind.
Yeah, no, drop that. We'll talk about that later.
Yeah, lose the los if you know what I'm saying.
Yeah. So
yeah, I know nothing about all of that. I just think I was curious about the punishments because it's like that's just a weird out of the blue.
Like, it would be funny if everybody agreed to something, but it's
what if you got
really kind of unrealistic.
They pay you 25 extra, and then whoever loses, if you
and be refunded.
Yeah, I guess that sucks because then one of you is stuck holding
the bag.
800 or what, $250 or something.
I hate being stuck holding the bag. Let me tell you.
No, you don't.
Story of my life.
I don't know.
Hot potato.
I guess go get breakfast.
Yeah. Hey, you know what? If you want to do the financial punishment, I'll be your bookkeeper, and I will harass the shit out of somebody every day until they give me $25 that they owe me, especially if it's flows.
That's the other one. Occasionally a problem.
The pancake thing.
I will literally call him every morning on my way to work and be like, "Hey, where's my money, man? Where's my money, man?"
He's gonna be like, "What's up, corporate?
What's up, corporate Trox?
You soft SAWFT."
Hey, let me spell it out,
bro. You've been saying that for fucking 6 seasons.
It's so
every
good.
fucking year.
And it's good every time.
No, it's awful every time. It's the worst.
I never get sick of it. He can
There's
keep
parts
doing
of me
it.
that think people might
Love
watch
you,
this
X1G.
show and be like, the one person they go back to a lot is Flows. They must not like it. I love the shit out of Flows. I just want that to be known.
Yeah.
Well, we say that every time we bring him up.
With so many funny crew stories over the years.
He's the best.
There's no way to not bring him up. Even though you bailed on me with the RA show, you punk ass bitch. I wanted to hang out with you. Well, other than that, we're all good.
And your finger was all over the camera in that fucking video I had to cut up.
I mean, Flo's put together the first Brothers song.
We got back to the car, and I'm like, dude, your fucking fingers in all the shots. Like, you want to redo it? I'm like, you kind of got to redo it, bro. Yeah. So we fucking walked all the way back down to this fucking, through this, bridge where people probably get forcefully entered. That's a better way to phrase it. It's a sketchy ass. It's a scary ass rape tunnel. I always have called it. It's not. It's scary.
Why did you skirt around?
Don't talk about Cotton's asshole like that.
Well, I don't know because I've never witnessed anything. I just have always been get through the tunnel quick. You know what I mean? That's not an innuendo. But
you called it the forceful entrance tunnel the first time, and then decided to switch it up on the second go around. Like we didn't fucking get it.
I don't know. Well, that's the. Never
my
mind.
God.
I'm just saying it's a sketchy tunnel, and if you hadn't fingered the footage, we wouldn't have had to go back.
Hey, big up Flows. He just celebrated a birthday. I think he's about 53.
53 years old. South.
67, perhaps? I don't know.
Wow.
67 years old. Happy birthday, Flo.
He had a kid, and it
keep
came
fingering
out as
that
his
footage,
grandchild.
bud.
Yep. Yeah, his son is also his grandson. That's right.
Yep, and his uncle. Weird shit went on with that night.
Yeah.
That got gross.
Wow.
Sure did.
These live episodes are fun. Do we have anything else?
What are you doing, Cotton?
I don't even know the difference.
Why are you leaning down sideways and tossing your hair?
I'm having fun.
Because his salad is off the camera.
Is this a Revlon commercial and I didn't get the fucking memo?
Yo, I would be nice in a shampoo commercial though. Let's not even front. The reason why is I would be nice in a shampoo commercial.
Yo, sound off in the chat and say if you want to see Troxy Cotton in a shampoo commercial.
We can probably fabricate one up.
Is that I have?
My dad did. I'm plowing through.
I have a lot of body hair, more than just on the top of my head. So it's like a longer shampoo commercial. So it starts on my head, but it goes everywhere. You know what I'm saying?
I think that's a beef jerky commercial. I've seen this. That's what the fuck you look like.
Yeah, they trick the Sam Squanch or whatever.
The Sam Squanch. I'd be the Sam Squanch in the shower, showering myself, trying to steal the beef jerky.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure we've had a segment on this show where you showed all of your illustrious body hair and shaved it off.
Sure did. You want to help me with that again soon? I haven't got back to it.
Shaved is doing a lot of work in that sentence.
Yeah. No,
anyway,
you're gonna have to buy a full size mirror and figure that shit out on your own. But I'm not doing that.
You gotta shave your own bird, dude.
There's no way I want to go to my wife and say, "Hey, honey, I'll be in the garage shaving my brother's back."
Why not?
Again.
What do you even have to tell
Again.
her for?
Whoa. Put the again in there because I feel like
What does she even
Again.
have to know what we're doing down there? What is she, kind of nosy or something? What's going on with that?
what if
Jeez.
she walked in and she didn't, and she thought you were recording, and she walks into that? I feel like
That
she's
would be-
owed the, she's
That
owed
would be the greatest
pre-explanation.
ever. Like,
Hey,
if
honey,
she
we
did-
got
so
we're
awesome.
the sick track. Don't come down though. It's a surprise.
If
If she
gets
walked
closer to
in-
the door and it's just
Cotton's got his leg up on the fucking automatic drive car, and you're just going to town on his chode. Like, this is gonna
Yeah.
be good. I'm
and
happy.
I just picture her opening the door, looking at us, and then just slowly backing away and closing the door. There would
And all
not be
you
a
see
word
under the
said.
door is divorce papers.
you walk upstairs and there's already 2 suitcases packed and she's working on the third.
Ooh, too soon.
That was good.
Oh my god.
Oh, I like that a lot.
Too
That was
far
funny.
away. Too far
Oh.
away. That's fun.
Man,
Man,
that's good.
sometimes-
Big ups, my wife. You,
All right, I'll
you're the
shave
real
my own
MVP.
bird.
Please don't leave him because he just helped your brother-in-law groom himself. He's a very genuine man. Before you met, he groomed me.
Yeah, I
With
promise
my head,
we're not doing the taint.
yeah, you got SAWT or what is?
You have to
fucking
promise
say?
that?
USAWFT solved.
Oh,
Is that how they say it
wow.
on the wrestling program? I don't know.
I don't know. I haven't
On
watched
the
a wrestling
wrestling
program
program?
since I was about 13 years old. So
Is
I-
that
I'm
how
the
they
wrong-
say it
in the
on the
ring?
Sunday Night Raw?
The
yeah,
Sunday
remember
Night Raw. So you fucked it all up.
when I watched Raw, I think it was when like Degeneration X was big and like The Rock and Stone Cold Steve Austin. That's what I fucked with.
Sure.
And then since then
Triple
I've been
H?
like,
He was in DX, wasn't he?
taint no thing.
Hell yeah, Travis Skunk. No,
What's up?
I only watched it when the clowns were in it, and I got into the storylines and whatnot. But I kept watching after their segment was done for that chick Sable because I was hard on Sable's dick, that's for sure. And then she did Playboy, and I was like, oh, like that was not worth anything. Like, and then
It was like when China did porn?
no fucking Backdoor to China was hilarious, man. Anybody who hasn't seen that is a family comedy right there.
Oh man, that's still that
Oh yes, this is wonderful in my ass.
feels like a tree trunk in my asshole.
In my
It's
asshole.
so bad, it's so good. Rest in peace. What was her
R.I.P.
name?
Big ups, China. Oh
Shit,
man,
real
you have-
name, I don't remember it.
do you have any idea how many times I tossed one off to that video? Whoa. Wow.
Yeah, that was one.
Wow.
I've gone down some shady paths and visual. That was that. You sounded like it.
And video.
That's one of those where you're just like, this is strictly for comedic value. There's absolutely nothing hot going on in that.
That's your
Think you're
theory.
fucking dude with a baseball bat. that was the sequel.
Ah, X-Pac got it in. He did a good job. You know what I'm saying?
Wow.
I seen that too.
Oh man. Wait,
Yeah.
there's a porno of that?
Of X-Pac in China? Definitely.
Oh, I didn't know that. See, that's fine. Yeah,
Yeah.
I watched it once. You don't go down that path twice.
No.
Unless you're big trucks.
Yeah, I mean,
Oh!
have you guys ever been on the internet? I mean, it's fucking wild.
I love the internet.
All kinds of shit on that there internet, bud.
We've been doing things for days. Yeah, no shit. We need a little little star to go.
Trap
over
a
the
skunk
top.
knows the deal. Yeah, do we have that?
I
Chicken,
do.
you got the more
It's a
you
hell
know.
of an ass out of nowhere.
He's got the moon behind him. You
I've
think
got
he could
a
put
half of
together
it.
a rainbow.
Like, because it was
Shooting
going to be a
star.
monorail.
Yeah.
Remember?
Monorail.
Oh, yeah.
It's a shooting star.
That just means it's only one direction or one
Monorail.
place, back and forth. In case you guys didn't know that.
Yo, shouts out this
Because
show.
it was
I
the
learn shit
monorail
out here all the
conversation
time.
that got us on that tip about, hey, we should have that.
I'm
So I was
just
gonna make it a
remembering that
monorail.
conversation when I
He's
learned what
yelling at us
The
right now.
monorail, you know.
Like it feels like he's really yelling at us.
Rule 34. Rule 34. That's that means if someone's thought of it, there's a porn of it, right?
That's rule 34 of the internet.
I think so. Trap a skunk, school me. Is that what that
if you
means?
can think of it, then there's already porn of it.
Yeah, if you can think of it, somebody's jacking off to it. I think that's.
That's what I was like. I'm not following rule 34.
I've heard that second part before, but I didn't know it was rule 34 specifically.
Huh.
I'm pretty sure that's what that means.
Like if you know the keywords to whatever you're thinking, you could probably find that scene.
Definitely.
Is that what you're saying?
Absolutely.
I don't want to see Xbox though. I feel like I want to just make sure that everyone knows we're not looking that up. Look up Backdoor to China. Way funnier. I guarantee it.
Oh yeah. See, if you know it's a thing, somebody's jacking it to it. That's what's up.
Oh, it doesn't
That's
just
probably-
exist already. You have to be jacking to it. That's a very specific rule.
So that
There's
means
lots of
if
people.
I've already
Lots of
thought
people on the planet, buddy.
if I've
That's
already
fair.
thought of a porn parody of this show, that means that somebody's already watching that out there right now. You know what I'm saying?
And they're jacking it to it.
I don't want to know who's
And
like.
he's in the bottom left corner of your screen right now.
Yeah. With his,
Making
with his
it
lean back.
and
That's
jacking
That's
it
why
to
he's
it.
lounging.
Doesn't mean that that's the same thing.
He's got that cold lean back. I think that's as good of a time as any to end this live show, my
Bro,
friends.
we need
By the way,
mine, y'all. Thank you again, y'all. This has been the live edition of Scrub Hop Talk. We appreciate you. We're here
love y'all.
most Wednesdays, but we've been here for a bunch in a row. Right here on
Most Wednesdays.
twitch.tv/scrubhop. Check them out. This will be on our YouTube channel again for
Yep.
rewatching.
Give
if you
us
didn't catch
money.
it live on scrubhop.com. We will see you guys live this Sunday
What are you
night
fingering,
evening.
Cotton?
Oh,
yep.
God.
See you Sunday.
Yeah.
Yep. Bye.